Four in your corner following breaking news out of Sanibel right now. Sanibel police say one of their officers was shot and hurt during a routine traffic stop. We're told the officer has been transported to Lee Memorial Hospital and the suspect is now in custody. Four in your corner's Sam Sosa is live on the scene. Sam, tell us exactly what you're seeing out there.
Stand by.
Lisa, the causeway is actually reopened, but when you try to turn into right on Periwinkle, it's actually completely blocked off. Let me step out of the frame so you can see what's going on here. We have several police vehicles with their lights flashing on, diverting people. They're not letting through, and that's because the suspect, that suspect that shot the officer, fled on foot into a neighborhood here, the Dunes neighborhood, and that suspect is now confirmed in custody. But when he did flee on foot over here to this neighborhood, there was an exchange of gunfire, and we've just heard that he's in custody now, so police were able to detain that suspect. We will bring you much more. This is a developing scene, and we'll let you know what's going on as soon as we figure it out. For now, I'm live in Sanibel. Sam Sosa, Fox 4, in your corner.
Alrighty, thank you, Sam. And Four in your corner also speaking with Jennifer Wake at the Lazy Flamingo restaurant. She describes the scene and the atmosphere on Sanibel.
Tell me when you first realized that something had happened and what you heard or saw or what people were telling you.
I just heard that, well, we saw a bunch of cop cars going back and forth down the road, and then they ended up turning around in our driveway at one point and heading back towards the causeway. I had people on the patio said they thought they heard gunshots off that way, or off behind us, but, you know, we just saw a lot of police presence. We really didn't have any upfront action. They had the road blocked off at like 4 different points in the road, right here next to Dairy Queen, down at the Dunes, down at Lindgren, and the causeway. They weren't letting anybody off or anybody through. I know the Dunes were locked down. I heard through the grapevine somebody thought it was at our restaurant that somebody got shot. I told them no, that wasn't the case, but I did hear later that a cop from Sanibel, I've heard two different one person say a male, one person say a female cop got shot on the causeway, and that the person was held up in the Dunes, and the Dunes was on lockdown.
So that must be pretty scary for you to have all this happen on an island that never sees something like this.
Oh, yeah, it was very crazy, and we had a packed restaurant, and it's like, what do you do? Never once did a cop come and lock us down personally. Like, we were not told that we need to stay indoors at any time, so we just had ramblings of people, you know, can we get off the island? Can we go home? Like, are they blocking this direction off? And now I guess they're letting people through. I've heard that they've caught the person, so it's very real. I've been here since 8 a.m., so I'm hanging out with my crew, making sure they're good, so before I leave tonight.
Wow, what a night. Okay,
yeah,
anything else?
Very exciting.
Anything else we need to know?
No. All I know is Sanibel PD did their best to keep everybody safe. As far as, they obviously didn't see a threat to our building, or else they would have had us locked down, but from what I hear, they've done a good job, and from my personal seeing it firsthand down on Periwinkle, they've handled themselves very well in the situation, and I'm just glad to hear that hopefully it wasn't a fatality shot, you know, a fatal shot.
And the suspect in this case, as you heard, has been captured, and Four in your corner will be staying on top of this developing story throughout the night.